Right now, a political power struggle is playing out over the rules that govern how your county government actually runs. Last month, the Board of Supervisors voted in support of a plan to amend the county charter, but today, Supervisor Joel Anderson and other leaders are pushing back. CBS 8's Shannon Handy joins us live from outside the county administration building with more. Shannon.
Carlos, Supervisor Tara Lawson-Remer introduced that initial proposal to change the county charter. The board approved it 3-2, but Supervisor Joel Anderson, who voted against it, says it was a rushed vote. So now he's asking the board to consider his competing proposal.
Changing the charter is not a simple vote that can be reversed. This is the biggest vote that anyone's taken in 50 years on this board.
San Diego County Supervisor Joel Anderson stood with other local leaders today to criticize Supervisor Tara Lawson-Remer's proposed charter changes. Anderson says he supports some elements, including creating an independent ethics commission, but he opposes extending term limits from 2 terms to 3. His counter proposal would allow only future supervisors to serve 3 terms.
You see, in my district, the biggest complaint I had was these charter reforms were self-serving, or they looked self-serving.
He also disagrees with giving the board the power to confirm or remove senior staff.
My proposal restores that important firewall between politics and professional administration.
Anderson further argues that Lawson-Remer's plan would allow supervisors to live outside their districts, something he says should not be permitted. He's asking the board to adopt his changes or at least work together on a single unified proposal. In response, Supervisor Lawson-Remer told News 8 her plan is a result of a year of conversations with residents and local organizations. She says it would increase oversight, transparency, and accountability. So what happens next? Well, on Tuesday, the Board of Supervisors will discuss each proposal, and then they'll figure out which one moves forward, because that will go on the November ballot for voters to ultimately decide. Anna and Carlo?
Shannon, you mentioned term limits for board members as one of the issues. What about for other officials like the district attorney and sheriff who were at today's news conference?
Of course, you mentioned that they were there, and there are no term limits for the sheriff and district attorney. And so Tara Lawson-Remer wants to actually put term limits on those types of positions. She says 3 terms is enough. That would be 12 years. The problem, though, is that would not be possible because under state law, they don't have term limits. So Joel Anderson is saying, no, why put term limits on these positions when they can't do anything about it anyway, because it's not under our jurisdiction. So there's a lot of back and forth with this, definitely a political game that we're seeing, a power game that we're seeing. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this all pans out.
All right, much more to come on this. Shannon Handy reporting for us. Thanks, Shannon.